Hello everyone. Welcome back to another Commander review for Magic the Gathering. Today we are still in the Future Sight set and we're talking about Oriss Samite Guardian, who is a legendary human cleric, 1/3 for its power and toughness, and a total mana value of 3, 1 generic and 2 white mana. Oriss has one activated ability, Tap, prevent all damage that would be dealt to target creature this turn. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. And then it has the Grandeur mechanic. This is the 4th Grandeur commander. Grandeur is a keyword activated ability that requires you to discard another card named Oriss Samite Guardian. Or for all of them, you just have to discard a card of the same name. This is probably going to be the hardest commander to build around with this idea, with the exception of a few artifacts to help you do it. Probably followed closely behind by Karlash, the Black Grandeur commander. But if you are able to somehow build an engine where you can have a copy of Oriss in play, get the original Oriss into your hand, so you can discard it to activate this ability, this is what you get. Target player can't play spells this turn, and creatures that player controls can't attack this turn. So essentially, it's an Orum's Chant on a creature that you have to discard with the same name. Which isn't the greatest thing in the world, especially because there are tons of other effects in white that do this ability. But if you are able to somehow build this engine, please let me know, because I would love to see this in action, of being able to have the original Oriss in your hand, discard it to protect yourself, essentially. Mono white fog, or mono white Oriss Chant, Orum's Chant. Get it back to your hand, do it again, do it again, do it again. Somehow build this engine. Would be very cool to see. Please let me know in the comment section down below. No card rulings for this commander. We're going to focus on that tap ability to protect our creatures. Speaking of which, Palisade Giant is a perfect card for this commander, seeing as how all damage that would be dealt to you or another permanent you control is dealt to Palisade Giant instead. I just want to clarify, prevent all damage that would be dealt to target creature this turn. So for the entire turn, anytime you or a permanent you control takes damage, Palisade Giant will redirect the damage to itself, and all that damage will be prevented by your commander. That is absolutely bonkers. And it doesn't matter if it's regular damage, toxic damage, infect damage, wither damage, it doesn't matter, because it is still declared as damage, and and Oriss prevents all that damage. So this combo right here is absolutely bonkers. And there are a few other effects that do this redirection of damage effect, so you have a little bit of redundancy with your commander, which is always important to have. And then as far as a fun deck idea to build around with this commander, I kind of did my traditional Pillow Fort inspired 3-way split, as I like to call it. So there are 3 ways you can go with this Pillow Fort concept beyond just normal Pillow Fort. That is 1, a mono white Monarch deck. Very popular, very cool, very great cards to play with, and a lot of support has come out over the years to make a mono white Monarch deck, where you want to be the Monarch and keep the Monarch for as long as possible. Same goes for the Initiative from the D&D Baldur's Gate set. The Initiative, you want to keep it for as long as possible, so you want to be able to protect yourself for as long as possible to take advantage of the Initiative. And then you want other dungeon delving cards in there to really get you through the Undercity as fast as you can. And then lastly, and with the least amount of support in mono white, is a mono white goad deck, where you want to have your opponents fight each other, and you protect yourself and therefore protect your creatures with your commander, with your Pillow Fortness, and goading your opponents to fight each other instead. So lots of variety here. This is one of my favorite archetypes to talk about, because even though you could build this as one deck, you can also build this, for the most part, as 3 separate decks as well. So this is a fun little 3-for-1 deck idea in one video. And that is going to do it for Oriss Samite Guardian. Like Lanessa in the previous video, this commander can use a lot of love and support. When it comes to these kind of pillow fort commanders, there are obviously more efficient, more stronger, more cheaper even. I don't know. There's a lot of different ways you can do pillow fort. And so this commander really does fall short in a lot of different areas, especially because if you want to use the Grandier mechanic, you have to do this weird roundabout way to get the Grandier even going once. So F tier, simply because when compared to a lot of the other commanders, there's a lot more deck ideas to build with those other commanders, and there's really only one way to build this commander, and that is your traditional pillow fort protection style decks, with the exception that you could also do human tribal or cleric tribal. I really think this commander had like 5 different deck ideas, so not a lot in compared to some of the S tier commanders that we have that are 15 plus different deck ideas. However, with that said, that gives us as deck builders an opportunity to build with this commander, to playtest this commander, and maybe find some unique niche homes where this commander thrives and can grow its wings, essentially, and develop itself into a wonderful commander as it is. So that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments section down below what you guys think. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!